Hi, how's it going? Welcome back to Family and Fit, where we talk fitness and how to integrate it in your busy lifestyle. So today is actually not going to be a fitness video. We're going to go over some of the vlogging supplies that I have been purchasing for the channel, some of the things that I've been really trying to double down on, and just showing y'all basically the investment that I'm putting towards the channel to ensure that I'm just putting out the best quality content that I potentially can. I know sometimes the quality ain't that great, and there's some times where I just get kind of lazy with it, and it's just so much work to get everything set up and ready. Just like today, it took me probably almost an hour just to get all my vlogging equipment out, get everything set up. It's not even really me taking the time to try to clean up this whole area. If you can see, I got stuff kind of everywhere right now, and most of it is camera stuff, vlogging stuff, and just because I got so much work stuff going on in here, and I don't really have that much space to work with, so I gotta do what I gotta do. So I've done some vlogging supplies type of videos before, but it's more so oh, I just got this new thing. I just got this new camera. I just got this new mic, or I just basically I made some small improvement on the channel. But today I want to kind of make an overview of all the new stuff that I got, and also all the existing stuff that I already had. That way it's all kind of compiled into one video. And then I realized, as I was hitting the record button for this video, that I'm recording with most of vlogging supplies. So you're going to see the quality of this video change throughout the video, just because in order for me to go through all the different vlogging equipment, I'm gonna have to take the vlogging equipment down. Yeah, so didn't quite think that one through. So let's go ahead and go over what we can actually go over today. I'm going to start with the second newest thing we got, just because it's the only thing that I'm not using at the moment. DJI Maverick 2 Zoom. This thing right here is pretty friggin' dope. It's kind of fun just in general, but ultimately the only reason why I purchased this thing was for the channel. I really haven't even taken it out and flown it for fun at all. I took it out just kind of practice flying a little bit the first few days I got it, but other than that, everything I've got has been for footage, mainly for Facebook right now. I'm not really doing a lot on Facebook, but I kind of just been doing some service work type of stuff. Did something for the church, did the fall festival here. Evansville, Indiana, we have the fall festival, which is the second biggest street festival in the United States, other than Mardi Gras. So that's a pretty cool little fact. Let's go bust this thing open. So this is a nice little pleather traveling case here. Zips up. So if you don't know what the Maverick 2 Zoom is, you're about to see right here. So look how small this thing is. It's literally the size of my hand, almost literally the exact same size as my hand. And the nice thing about it is it folds out and operate it right. Gotta operate this thing right. It folds out, and you're able to have a larger size drone. See, now it's quite a bit bigger than my hand. Now you have the propeller wingspan of my hand, so it's pretty cool. The other thing I got along with it was this Fly More pack. I believe the Fly More pack came with the bag, but it came with 2 extra batteries. Here's the remote for it. Definitely want to get more extra batteries, because this thing only flies for 30 minutes before the batteries die. As a matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and throw in a little bit of footage from the fall festival, just so you can kind of get a concept of the quality of this drone. Now, I believe the footage was taken closer to dark, and that's the one thing that they kind of really aren't doing super great on, is they're not doing super great on the at being able to shoot at dark. So this is definitely kind of one of the best investments, I think. Well, not necessarily the best. I think this is going to add the most uniqueness to the channel. Even though there's other people out there with drones, it's kind of only the top level people. And I just feel it's truly, truly worth it. Even though I still don't get paid for YouTube, or I don't monetize anything at all right now. The only thing that we have for purchase whatsoever is the merch that we have at familyandfit.com. But even that, it's not really highly profitable at all. It's we make like $1 or $2 per shirt. And that's just because right now I just want the merch for you guys. I haven't had time to work on my own actual apparel where I'm basically bulk ordering everything, because I eventually want to start an apparel line with this, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some initial investment. I'm looking at, probably at least like $5,000 or so for me to really be able to dive into this thing deeply and make it worth my while to invest the money and be able to get enough return on it to be considered a business. So right now I'm just kind of letting somebody else handle the printing services and just doing kind of like a print to order type of thing. And I'm able just to kind of keep my hands out of it. They handle all the customer service side of things, so that's great. So it's kind of one of the things that we also have going for the channel. Not really a vlogging device or anything like that. Here is what I'm using for my camera bag right now. It's just like a simple little bag. I have almost everything, kind of like everything that's like a component is like sealed up in some type of like, not canister, but what do you call it? Like a case. Yeah, that's what you call that. So we got like batteries in here, AA batteries. I got a new device that takes AA batteries now, which I'll let you see here in a second. Also have some more camera batteries, which is a must, because like the Sony camera battery it sucks. It's like I don't know if it's the Android cable and it just sucks at charging or what the deal is, but it just overall sucks. Keep Android cables in here. So I got the old micro, I have the new USB-C, and I believe that's it. One of the other cool things that I just got that is probably in almost nobody's camera bag, and that is a DeWalt drill battery. Why would I have a DeWalt drill battery in my camera bag? Well, let me tell you why. Because I have like $5,000 worth of DeWalt tools and I have like 30 batteries. And with this attachment here, I now have a USB charger. So yeah, it's super awesome. Because I have so many of these batteries and because they're so big, I have charging time for like ever with these things. I have 2 ports on it. I bought 2 of these little adapters here so I can have 2 separate batteries in 2 separate locations, and so I can charge up to 4 devices at the moment. And if I ever want to, I just buy more of these. I have plenty of batteries, so I don't need to buy any more batteries. Alright, so now that we've kind of busted out the bag, pretty much went through the majority of everything. I have a few adapter cables and stuff in here for like adapting like smartphone mics to be able to work on other recording devices. I also have a set of spare drone blades in here and extra cables to plug in from the drone to the phone. So if anybody else has their phone with them and they want to plug their drone up or plug their phone up and drive the drone, they can fly the drone, whatever it is you do with the drone. But as you can probably tell, the audio quality got kind of crappy just now. And the reason for that is I took this off. This is the newest piece of equipment we got right here. This is the Zoom 5, and I have a dying camera battery. Okay. This is the Zoom 5 H5. You see it right here. Zoom H5 with the shotgun mic attachment. So that's one thing that's really cool is this thing not only can record external mics and you can plug things into here, but this is a mic on its own, and then it also came with this adapter here that's for stereo mic. So this one's a directional mic where it's got to be pointed at you in order to catch the audio, whereas this one right here is a stereo mic, and it can be kind of anywhere, but it picks up a lot more surrounding noise. So they both have different purposes. Another thing that this one has that I wish all of them had, and I don't know why all of them just don't have this feature, but this one right here has an actual 3.5 millimeter jack on it, so you can plug like your lavalier mic into it. And I just really like that, and the fact that it's not on all of them kind of sucks because like it's nice to be able to not have to switch the top capsule out, or if you could simultaneously record out of a lavalier here and use the shotgun mic at the same time. So that part kind of sucks. This right here is, I'm probably not going to use it too much. I'm mainly going to use this adapter for the line in. That way I can use lavalier mics and just throw this thing in my pocket. Right now I have it just sitting up underneath my camera under here, pointing directly at me. So hopefully the audio turns out pretty good on this. I know the quality is really good. It's just more of a matter of learning how to use the shotgun mic and like how much angular adjustment I can be off without like jacking up the audio. So we'll just kind of have to see where that goes. So this is the newest piece, and that's just because I want to start recording multiple forms of audio. Like I want to have the lavalier mic on. I want to have this on. I really should have just done it for this video because then I would probably have better audio quality right now. But basically, so I have the lavalier mic on, I have this thing recording, and if either one of them has crappy audio, I'm able to revert back to the other one. And another thing is, if I don't feel like laving up, then I can at least just utilize this here to... Then I can just utilize this as a shotgun mic and not have to worry about setting anything else up and just go on the fly like that. The other thing I have is an aperture light. It's an LED light. So this is the case that it comes in. I'm able to put the LED light right here, and in this small section right here, I'm able to put my Sony RX100 camera. So this freaking works out perfect because I just carry this thing around, and this is like the most quality case I've seen for buying an LED light. Like I bought an LED light and I got like this nice, like the padding is literally that thick on each side. So I feel super comfortable throwing my camera in here as well, and don't feel like there's going to be any damage done to my camera or the LED light. Alright, so as you can see, the lighting quality got pretty bad. Don't really need this anymore. Go ahead and get rid of that. This is why the lighting got so bad. Now you can't see me. But yeah, this is a pretty sweet freaking LED light. And one, the quality of the LEDs that it's putting out is really nice. The fact that they sent this super exclusive case with this is super nice. And you can probably tell the audio quality just got a lot better because I got the shotgun mic back on the stand again. But I got to play with it because it is a professional mic, and there is a lot more settings involved with it. So it's going to take me some time to like tweak it and get it perfectly right. Here's the part that is the coolest feature of this LED. I'm going to go ahead and blind you guys again for a second. So notice, I don't know if you can or not, I'll kind of shine down away a little bit. The light is very, very blue, very, very cool right now. Now, I can tweak this thing all the way down to a very, very warm yellow light. And that's super, super nice for being able to like change the mood of the overall scene. Let me just go ahead and switch it and just show you guys. I'm going the wrong direction. Going the wrong direction with it. But see how much difference, and like it changes the overall vibe of like how the conversation is going, how the story is going with the story we're trying to tell. And so if you can see right here on the back, this number modifies, and that's what's changing your coolness to brightness, or coolness, this is changing your coolness to warmness. The other thing is you're able to click that button, and you're able to change the percentage of the brightness. So you can turn this thing all the way down to nothing, 0 to off, or you can crank it up all the way to 100. And I generally keep it at 100 because I keep this thing kind of far away from me, and being that I keep it kind of far away, I want it to be able to light me back up. Light me back up. Okay, I'm done blinding myself. I'm done blinding you guys. Let's put this thing back on the stand. That is the majority of the gear that I have kind of just now purchased. I'm going to go ahead and dive into a little bit more pre-existing gear and some of the stuff that I had maybe either before I even started the channel, or I got like very new into the channel and knew that I just kind of needed it. One of the things that I got, well actually I didn't get, this is one of the things I had prior to the channel. I had this laptop, pretty decent laptop by Beats Audio. Sorry, I hope this audio is alright. I know one thing with shotgun mics, you have to actually talk directly at them, and I have a bad tendency to talk off to the side. So hopefully that doesn't jack up the audio too much, and I forgot to turn on the light. Now as you can see, the light's back on. You can just see it just looks a lot better now. So as I just forgot to turn the light back on, if I forgot to turn the mic back on, now I have two sources of my mic. And therefore I'm able to at least put up the video with maybe a little bit drop in audio quality. I do have the Sony camera's audio. I am using my phone and it's recording also, so I've got two video forms going right now. I have only one form of that audio is probably going to be any good, and that's because everything, the camera mic to me sucks. I don't know why anybody says that it's okay to vlog with it. I just think it sucks. The phone quality, I don't really know. I don't really use raw audio with the phone. Most of the time I have a little Rode shotgun mic attached to it. And so that's actually something that I really should have set up right now, but it was just laziness. I didn't want to get the Rode mic out of my car. I keep my Rode mic and a phone mount set up in my car all the time, so that way I can do videos inside of there. The other thing that I had purchased is a lot of little mounts like this. And they're just very useful. Like, that's one thing I noticed with like all my setup stuff is like very hard to have a decent setup because I didn't have the right fittings that I need. And some of these I need to be able to adjust them and swivel them around and point them in certain directions to get the right angle that I need. This right here is a dead cat for the stereo microphone. I guess it'd be a dead cat. I don't know. I'm just assuming it's a dead cat for the stereo microphone. It's going to dampen the audio. Maybe able to use it for something more like studio mic performance. But my room's not set up like a studio, so much for that. This is one of the main things that I'm utilizing right now, and this is my Pixel XL2. I really love this phone. I love the camera quality in it. I love the video quality on it. It's super awesome. The camera quality is crushing it. Like, it's just killing it. Like, you almost don't even need like DSLRs or anything like that as far as for the camera. Now, I definitely noticed that the video is not near as good, and the reason why is because Google's doing software processing on the photos they're taking, so they're like able to snap like multiple photos, process those photos all into one photo, and it's basically select the best photo out of them. Whereas this with the video, I don't think it really has that capability. It's just too much data for them to be able to process that whole entire video and automatically color grade it and automatically do all the things they think they need to do with it. And another thing is they don't know what they need to do with it. They don't know what type of filming you're shooting for. They don't know if you're wanting to go for that warm fill or that cool fill or what type of fill you're going for. These are all things that I'm kind of learning. So I'm investing in my knowledge more so than anything. But I also want to make sure I have the right gear, and I want all these fail-safes so that way I'm not constantly producing stuff with bad audio because the mic forgot to turn on or the lavalier dropped on the ground or whatever the case may be. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the setup that I'm recording all this on. Here you can see the setup that I have going on. Pretty decent little setup. There's the Zune H5, Sony RX100, and there's the Aperture LED. Now this is Manfrotto? Yeah, Manfrotto. So this little Manfrotto is like kind of like my little run and gun phone vlogging mic, but it works out perfect for what I got going on here. I have another mount, but I just don't like it near as much as this. This one's so much more quality. Super ultra overpriced, I think, but like the quality is so great that I don't know if it is ultra overpriced. So it's a decent little setup that I got here. I'm pretty proud of the setup. It kind of looks more goofy than my last setup. My other little setup looked cooler actually, but the thing is this, even though this setup does not look as cool, it's still an even more improved quality than before. So here is the computer setup that I got going on. Computer behind there. Pretty sweet computer. Got like 9 terabytes worth of storage on it. Like 32 gigs of RAM. I mean, it's just a beast of a machine. I've not had any problems with rendering video. I've even rendered in 4K and not had any issues. I don't even have a video card in that thing, and it's a beast. But yeah, so I'm super proud of that thing. I'm just like glad to be improving on everything and just making this channel as good as I potentially can for you. So if you appreciate all the work that I'm putting in and all the extra finances that I'm putting towards this, trying to make this work, make sure to hit this video with a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subular button and the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever we post. And remember, we're a fitness channel that talks about how to get your average people, your 9-to-5 worker, to the gym. People like you, me and you and me that find it very hard and have kids and just it's just very difficult to be able to make it to the gym. This channel is focused on giving you the ability and the knowledge to be able to continue your fitness journey or start your fitness journey and be able to jump over the mental hurdles like I can't make it to the gym and just all these different things that may pop in your head. So, thanks guys for viewing. I really appreciate y'all sticking around till the end. Make sure to check out some of the other vids. Trying to get up to 1,000 subs. So freaking bad. Been working at this thing for a year, so just Just help us out, guys. Just help us out. Just kidding. But in all seriousness, I'll catch y'all in the next one. All right, so there's 2 more things that I actually left out. And they're not things that I already have, but they're things that I'm thinking about getting. So the 2 things that I'm really looking at getting, one is an absolute for sure must that I've kind of realized that I have to have. And it's not necessarily I have to have it, but it's just one of those things that'll make things so much more smoother. I won't have to juggle things around, and I just won't have to fumble around with different devices back and forth. And that is another phone. So I think I'm going to upgrade to the Pixel XL3. But the advantage is not necessarily that I'm upgrading my Pixel XL2 to an XL3. The main advantage is that I'm going to have a second phone. So one of them I'll have service on, the other one I probably won't. I'll just utilize it for Wi-Fi and whatnot. I'll be able to utilize it for Wi-Fi. I'll be able to utilize it as a camera, as an audio recorder, as a flashlight. There's so many different things that I can add on to that list. And it's such, I think it's going to be such an abundant help for the channel. I'm going to be able to do social media stuff. I'm going to be able to, I hope, fly the drone. I kind of think that without service you can't fly the drone with it. That'd be nice. But even like I can come home, come in the door, plug my phone with service up, and as long as I'm at the house I can use the one with Wi-Fi. That way my other phone can get charging, and if I have to leave I can just grab my other phone and roll out. And I try to generally communicate over social media applications. That way I can use stuff like Wi-Fi, so if I'm at my computer I can get notifications and stuff. So mainly I use my phone for my 9-to-5 job, and I really don't use it too awful much for my personal life and family and fit. So I just think it's going to be an abundant amount of help. One of the main things that I noticed that I need it for so bad is a recorder for my lavalier mics. And it just sucks if I'm using my phone for a recorder for my lavalier mics. I can't use it as a camera. I can't use it for doing social media application stuff. So a lot of times I'm shooting videos at the gym, and it's my actual workout. And what I'll notice is that I'll want to play around with my phone and whatnot, and I really can't, because then I have to unplug the lavalier mic. And you would think, well, that's not really that big of a deal. Well, the issue is that if I unplug the lavalier mic, it stops the recording. And a lot of times I try to record everything in one big chunk. That way I don't have to sync up a bunch of different photos and have 20 different, or that way I don't have to sync up a bunch of different video and audio where I have 20 different chunks of stuff that I got to try to sync up, because that process takes a very long time, or can take a very long time at least. Being able to just keep it plugged in and rolling the whole time, not have to worry about it, is super great. Now, the next thing that I really want, that it's not necessarily a must, but it's something that I think I can get by without this for sure, and that's I want to upgrade my camera. And I honestly think through all my educating of camera gear and whatnot, I don't really know a whole heck of a lot about photography, videography, and cameras and whatnot, but I've literally spent probably at least a college course worth of research on cameras, just so I know what camera to buy. And the honest thing is there's no right camera to buy. It's so freaking difficult, because it's you bump your price up a couple $100, and it's they give you this other feature like 4K, but then they take away slow motion, and then you got to spend another $200 back to get the slow motion. And it's you get up to $3,000 before you're getting 4K and slow motion at 1080p. Everything else is you might get 4K, or you might get slow motion, but you only get slow motion at 720p, and then the max resolution the camera can do is 1080. I'm one of those people that likes to purchase things one time and be able to hold on to that product for a long period of time. Now, I know with technology it's probably not the best way to go, but I know if I buy a camera that has all these features, I can hold on to that for at least a couple years, because I think 4K, it don't need to get any better than 4K. You're really not gaining much by going higher than 4K. The human eye almost can't tell a difference from 1080 to 4K. So if they come out with 8K or 6K or any of these other Ks, it's not going to really make a difference. The only thing that it will really make a difference is for post-production. If you were to shoot a video in 8K, you can now zoom in 8 times. You can now have a lot more data to work with when you're for doing color grading and just different stuff. And I don't even really do much of that yet anyway. I will eventually, but it's not something that I'm really worried about, and I think still it's going to be one of those things that's going to be a very, very slim difference. Some people will kind of notice the difference, and they'll feel the difference more than anything. They won't really notice it. They'll just feel the quality and the crispness and just the extra little bit you add into it. But that's why I do want to upgrade. But for the camera I got, the Sony RX100, what I noticed is like point and shoots like that, they're actually better than a lot of the professional level cameras. They're actually quite a bit better. So like the top cameras out there, I think, are for the price are Sony RX100 and the G7X by Canon. I think they're absolutely the best bang for your buck. The issues with both of them are they don't have a microphone jack, and that's a major issue for me now because I want to be able to have crisp audio coming off my camera. That way, if I forget to hit the record button on my Zoom or whatever my recording device is, my lavalier, if I forget to hit record or my lavalier falls off, there's all kinds of things that have happened in the past where, like, you know, the lavalier might came unplugged, just all these little things. And I'm trying to create redundancies so that way I'm not just posting a video. I'm running behind to make a video, to post a video, and here I am putting up something with crappy audio because something got unplugged and I don't have enough time to reshoot and re-edit and do all these things with the video. Because a lot of times it's like I got multiple clips and it'll only happen to like one clip of it, or sometimes it is the whole video. But it's like when you shoot like a 30-minute video and it's something like a cooking video, you had to cook all that food, you had to buy all the products for that food. You know, if like it was a 10K challenge, like 10K challenges sometimes can cost like $100 to do at least, you know, and that's just if you're eating like crap like McDonald's food. Eating 10,000 calories worth of food is very expensive. You know, it's like 3 or 4 days worth of food. I definitely want to create these redundancies and be able to utilize other audio sources. And right now, like the Sony RX100 audio sucks. I don't care what anybody says. Some people say like the mic quality is okay. I don't know if maybe my mic's messed up, my internal mic on there, but I think it personally just sucks. Literally, my Pixel XL2 gets way better audio quality than my Sony. Like my Sony's like unbearable. The audio quality, what you actually hear some of the audio quality of the Pixel XL, that's what I actually utilized when I took the Zoom mic off. I used the Pixel XL audio because it was so much better, so much better. Like it sounded like, if you ever heard like GoPro audio, like how it's like kind of like muffled and like kind of like or whatever, but that's how the Sony RX100 sounds, and it's just garbage. So I want to get another camera, and on top of that, there's other cinematic sequence stuff that I'm wanting to do, working with a videographer and whatnot, that I think that we really need out of like a DSLR to accomplish certain footage, and plus also having another camera just adds the ability to add another angle like I did in this video. I haven't done much angle stuff, but I really want to get involved in that, and I really want to help entertain you guys and not just have these videos as straightforward, no switching back and forth. LED just died, so you can probably tell. But no switching back and forth, or being able to just switch back and forth and get different angles, because that adds like something to the videos. Like I noticed, like if I just see somebody that's talking directly at a camera, it's not near as entertaining that if they like shoot the angle off there. So they're using a camera here and a camera here. It just like boom boom and kind of like bouncing back and forth. Now I did a little bit of that in this video, but I'm just still not good with it yet. So that's something that I'm working on. All right, so now I'm actually gonna wrap this video up right here. No more chiming back in and forgetting stuff. So I'll catch y'all in the next one.